Alright, just gonna do an audio test real quick and then we can begin. Okay. So what was I doing? Right. It's instantly one-shot him. As opposed to not instantly one-shot him. Despite the whole thing with one shot being that it's instant. Well, whatever. No, I can't remember the last time I looked down there, and gonna be honest, does not look very good. Unless that's supposed to be like really dark water or something. Okay. What am I going to talk about? I just default to what I'm going to do for the run. But I mean, it should be kind of obvious here. I'm just going to progress. Not even a minute. Get rid of that annoying sound. I just realized it's kind of being drowned out by the rain. Probably do this one. Invader. Okay. Hopefully the mic isn't picking up my PlayStation. Or, I mean, like, the sound's coming from my TV. Alright, I need to go back there, I forgot. Oh, no, wait, no, I don't. I thought I was saving the soul to use it, like, that was the first soul, so I was saving it so it would be faster if I use both at the same time, because I killed Executioner's Chariot, right? Well, killed it twice. Or was planning on killing it. Well, I did kill it twice. I thought I was planning on killing it twice, so I hadn't already done it a second time, but I had, and I apparently didn't use the soul. But I had apparently used the first soul, even though I knew I was going to kill it twice. Even though that's not very time efficient. Sure, probably had a reason. Probably an elevator. And I had just time to use it. God, that was a lot of talking. Okay, wonder if Unbreakable Grass is gonna pop up. So he was asking about when I stream. 3 days ago. I think I was leveling strength, right? Yeah, almost got to 99 too. These guys are usually more aggressive. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very conscious, or I'm not playing very consciously right now, this is much more just reflexes, being used to the game. My mind's kind of elsewhere. I don't know why. I decided to do this. Maybe not the smartest area to absent-mindedly play. Okay, so there's an enemy here that always follows me. You. Nice. I'm gonna be honest, I thought the boulder on my weapon was another enemy jumping up to attack me. I was like, what? There's not a fourth one? That can't be right. And I actually panic rolled. But yeah, as I said, not a good area to absent-mindedly play. I'm gonna get through here on my on the no equipment run. Why are you this way? Didn't even know it. Wait. Oh yeah, she can invade here, can't she? Oh, that was a mistake. God damn it. Of all the enemies to give like an insane amount of tracking to, why these guys? It's like you give the enemies, the priestesses, like terrible tracking. I mean, I guess now I think about it, they had great tracking. How the hell did you survive that? It's kind of weird how much tracking they have. It might just be that attack and I got unlucky, but I never really tried to strafe the archpiece. What are they called? Are they archdrake knights or pilgrims? Archdrake pilgrims? sounds right. Yeah, I think that might be what they are. I don't know why I'm so confused about that. It's something I, of all people, should know. I saw someone streaming Dark Souls 2 modded. And like, enemies had different attack speeds and damage and effects and stuff. It was really interesting because I was like testing my knowledge to see what... Oh, shoot. Please don't say that's breaking my stuff. Okay, it's just out of range. I was testing my knowledge to see, like... Because, for example, going down a ladder caused, like, this whitish blue explosion, which... Couldn't figure out what the effect that was, but... And, you know, like, weapons also had different attacks, so, you know, a mace would have a great hammer, like R1, like when you use R1. But then, you know, when you use L2, it would have a halberd L1, like crazy stuff like that. Why are you this way? Let's be normal. It's so annoying with mages, like, because they gave a bunch of... Actually, did... I think all but one, or maybe... Is it every single mage invader that has a shield? But they made them really annoying because if they're turned away from you, they'll just keep rolling away from you, so you can never, like, break their guard. Okay. Easy boss time. I don't really need to buff. I'm doing it anyway because I can. Really? Is it pretentious to call myself Dark Souls 2 man? Because I do that all the time. Of course, jokingly, but like... Oh. What is with you today? Being very strange. See? So attacking. I was actually hit by Demon of Song, now I think about it. Please tell me that was under a minute. It was not! Thank you, Demon of Song. Somehow taking longer than Looking Glass Night, of course. Okay. It's like Ring of Blades is probably my best option to switch from. I'm planning, like, once I finish this run, to make a video... Well, obviously I'm going to make a video of this run, of all the bosses, but, I also want to make one of every cutscene in the game. Just worried that I'm going to miss one. Like, something I don't do usually, or something. Like that. And I'm just going to completely forget it exists. Or I'm going to skip a cutscene. Actually, what cutscenes aren't repeatable? Even the end cutscene is, which means both of the Sandras are. What other cutscenes? I guess the only missable cutscene in a playthrough is giving the 3 crowns to Vengtrick, right? But, just to clarify, it's only gonna be, like, proper cutscenes. Jump scare warning, by the way. Right! I want to check my death. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to include, you know, Aldia's talk at the end of the game, or the entrance of the Burnt Ivory King. Like, those are very cinematic, but they're not cutscenes. Sorry, just drinking some iced tea. But yeah, so there's cutscenes for Four Lords, the Pursuer, Last Giant, Executioner's Chariot, I think. That's all. No. Jeez. It's not all the boss ones. Then there's Velstadt. Lysandra has 2. Alde has none. There's the 3, like, entering the giant memories. Because, like, you walk up to it. I'm not sure about any of the other. Just grabbing this because I want some more souls. I'm not sure about any of the other, like, entering memory things. I mean, obviously it's going to be a full playthrough, so... And I've already picked out my fashion. It's just going to be like the classic cover knight, the From knight. Oh yeah, and then there's entering and leaving the throne, which I'll just use cloud saves for. And I think... Is that it? Oh, right. There's the bird. Is there one for the boat as well? Man, really? And the 3 hit, of course. Oh, it was you who hit the bell. Do you wish to guard the bell? Why am I healing? My instinct to heal when I have an opportunity to do so kind of took over there. Oh, that's nice. It only takes 2 hits to destroy those. Oh my god. Skeletons, man. I mean, I opened up the way for them, but it's totally the skeleton's fault and not mine whatsoever, obviously. Duh. Okay, just gonna... And they don't exist. Motherfucker, forlorn, screw off. Can't believe she invaded me 2 areas in a row. I bet she's gonna invade me in the Forest of Fallen Giants as well. just to spite me. Not the best build for her, though, to invade me. I mean, like, my build. Okay. I'll take that. Pushed me instead of killing me. Well, hurting me. That definitely wouldn't have killed. I wonder how many souls of a great hero there are. Oh, that's something I could do. I could collect every soul in the game. See how many you get by the end. Like, soul item, I mean. Because I did something like that for Lies of P in New Game Plus. I didn't make a video out of it or anything, but I shared it with the Lies of P Discord server. And my old Discord account. So I don't have anymore. Okay, finally more stamina. Nobody is appearing. Like, joining the stream, I mean. Which is kind of unfortunate. It is the middle of the day, to be fair. Right. I mean that as in people will be like in school and work and whatever. So not still March break. How long is March break again? 2 weeks? Oh, that's lucky. I had no reason to pick that up. But I have nothing to grind for, so, not useful. I mean, even then, when you are grinding for stuff, it's not really that useful. It's only 15 item discovery, if I remember correctly. Okay. Really? Definitely thought I was out of the range of that. Don't start. Oh. I mean, it wouldn't have done anything, but still displeased. Because, yeah, certain, like, really big enemies with, when they block, you can't break their guard. Like Dragon Riders, for example, and, the Mastodon guys. Primeval Warriors, I think? Or are they just Primal Warriors? Something like that. Primal Knights, maybe. Is it Primal or Primeval? I don't need that stuff. Okay, cutscene time. Yeah, I don't think I need the green blossom. I don't think that hit me. Really? Why do you have to... Oh. How can I get this rusty in such a short amount of time? A few days, yeah. Just a few days, I guess it would be a better way of saying it. Not only am I getting rusty with the, like, playing the game, but, well, at least with fighting Belfstat, I'm also rusty at talking, apparently, because I'm doing worse than I was before. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to fight you. That'll be fun. Right, Aldi's Keep. I was planning on making this playthrough 2 streams, but not sure about that now. Just don't really feel like... not in a Dark Souls 2 mood, I guess. Weirdly enough, I'm in more of a video editing mood, which is strange because I hate editing videos. Because it's just a monotonous process, to be honest. I do love dealing a lot of damage, though. That's very fun. Keep forgetting to check my deaths. Next time I go to, Jula. By the way, if you ever use something like the, old whip, and you can't get over the durability, or you're having a lot of problems with the durability, like if you're doing a whip-only playthrough and you're using the old whip, because you have to, at the start. Backstab. Just backstab everything, because it doesn't consume durability. Think about the invader thing again. I was talking about, like, mage invaders, if any of them don't have shields. Can't think of any... Yeah, even that prick in the DLC has one. Or I guess there's 2 in the same DLC, too. Not the Castaway Witch. Donna, her name is, or something like that. The Miracle guy. Or Miracles and Hexes. I think he is. I don't know, I don't fight him that often. Because I try and avoid that part of the area altogether, because it just has, like... Honestly, that DLC is just the worst the game has to offer. Like, sure, Ava is a pretty good boss, like, beast boss, especially. But, oh my god, like... Oh, and obviously, the Ivory King himself is a good fight, though he kind of sucks with slow weapons, you know, like what I'm using right now. But like, oh my god. So, let's start with the Rampart Golems, which are the Lance guys. So they have too much tracking, for one. when they throw their lance and then respawn new one, their lance leaves their hand too early. What else? There's something. Oh yeah, they seemingly have infinite Estus. I can't guarantee that they actually have infinite, but they have too many, that's for sure. Right. Week 2 magic. I don't need the stamina regen. Then they're the basic enemies, they have too much poise. Really? Fuck off. Oh my god. This fucking boss. I've been very angry for the past like 2 weeks, just having to deal with crap. So apologies for the excess swearing. Let me try it. It's not even like a slow fight or anything. I didn't swap the ring. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think that was a minute. Whenever I say stuff like that, I'm just like seeing how long of a clip I should take. Okay. They have a bit too much poise for one, and you can't really strafe them. They have a lot of like swiping attacks. And they also, you know, they're the very basic enemies, and they have swiping attacks, which is a pain. And then there's like the frozen, like even more frozen ones that have like all the ice on their back. Those guys are just bullshit outright. They have an absurd amount of poise. And the ones that use, oh my god, the ones with spears. And shields, of course they have shields. So they block, but they're not an enemy you can really react to once they start blocking, because they'll block for like a second and then they'll attack. Rarely do they like stay, like keep blocking. You just, they suck. So yeah, you can't guard break them. I mean, technically you can if they decide to keep their shield up for longer than normal, but obviously you're going to be conditioned not to try, so you're never going to actually get a guard break on them, because you're never going to think that you'll have an opportunity to do so, and then, you know, you think, oh wait, maybe this is my opportunity to do so, so you go up to it, and then they start attacking immediately. As soon as you start your guard break. But yeah, so of course the ones with spears have swiping attacks, even though they're using winged spears, I believe, which don't have a swiping attack. I mean, obviously enemies can use weapons however they want, but I don't know, it's just annoying. And it's like a double swipe as well with decent tracking, so. Oh yeah, contact damage fortune lines. That's always fun. Also they have decent tracking, because of course they do, despite the fact, I mean, how would I, like, roll, oh my god, this is, I'm not, don't actually do this, but you know, like, roll down a hill on your back, or like, not on your back, but, you know, like, head, shoulders, back, legs, you know, and keep repeating rolling like that, like, don't roll on your side. Could have just said that. And see how much of the world you can make out. Okay, ow. Like, you wouldn't be able to target something. Oh yeah, and there's never just one of them. Why is there never just one of them? They're always in big groups. Okay, not big groups. I mean, there's the one really big group in the, whatchamacallit. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna have to stop talking. I mean, they're like, I guess you can fight one at a time for most of them. I think there might be... No, I think... It's on the way, that invader, where that invader is that I was talking about. The one that has hexes and miracles in the DLC. Oh my god, they're just so annoying. Yeah, there's like the huge group of them, but they're like kind of split around the area. But of course they're like hidden behind pillars and stuff, so you walk right past them and then they gank you. Like that is what people should... Fuck you. That's what people should complain about when they complain about Dark Souls 2, that DLC. But no, it's the thing that always gets praised for some stupid reason. People are idiots. Honestly, that DLC kind of feels like that one room in Broom Tower, like with a whole bunch of enemies and one of the Iron Warriors. It kind of feels like that, but if it was the whole entire DLC. It's just, ugh. Oh my god, there's... Okay. The mic's definitely not picking it up, but there's... somebody's left their dog out and it's barking and barking and barking. I remember one time, like, I was pretty close actually. Well, I don't know if it was that close, but I was definitely thinking about calling, the non-emergency line, just because, like, they left their dog out in, like, the freezing cold for, like, an hour. And, you know, like, and you might be thinking, why didn't you do something? It's one of those things, you know, like the dog barks every so often. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe every few weeks. So it's like, I was getting used to it happening. So, you know, I kind of forgot. Like, my mind... Okay, dick. My mind kind of just blocked it out, so I sort of forgot about it. But yeah, like, eventually the dog stopped barking, and, you know, it's barking now, so clearly it's fine. Like, who the hell does that? Okay, boss time. What other enemies? Oh yeah, obviously the reindeer and just all of Frigid Outskirts. Regain more stamina first. Oh my god, I thought he was flying there for a second. I may have actually gotten him. I may have actually died. I barely have any defense. Especially if I got double tapped by the fire. I mean, if I got one tap by the fire, that would be fine. I mean, like, hit once. Not one tap doesn't kill them one hit. It's kind of a weird term, isn't it? One tap, like, because, you know, a tap isn't exactly, you know, some great violent thing. That was interesting. Why are you this way? I think the reason bosses like this exist is because, you know, they get halfway through making it, and then, you know, it's kind of too late. They have to finish the boss because they don't have the time to. Oh, okay. they don't have the time to remake the boss. I think that's why, like, really crappy bosses get designed. Okay. That was only like 2 minutes. I just feel like, in some cases, like, as soon as someone's like, oh, you know, how about this? Like, the whole entire, like, meeting room or whatever they're in should just, like, stare at the guy and be like, no, that's an awful idea. Because they're really like that. Like, I can't understand. I don't mean the people look at someone and are like that. I mean, that's how bad the ideas are. Or maybe, like, the idea just gets lost in translation. By translation, I mean, like, between the person who came up with the concept and the people who model the enemies and then make the animations and all the different departments. Okay. Gonna save one level. Because I think I can decrease my whatchamacallit. I don't know if this is really it. Actually, no, it's not worth the time to swap this around, but I'm doing it anyway. Ow. If you heard a click, that was my shoulder. It's funny now. Maybe I'll be saving too, that's even better. Or that's not gonna be enough. Oh, right. I'll talk to you for human effigies I don't need. Didn't even check. Oh, right, I'm supposed to check my, when I said I didn't even check, I meant my carry weight. Okay, yeah, it's good. I might have to level it up once. Later. Because I need to get the Ring of Blades +2. Okay, 0 deaths, good. But yeah, that's what I meant, didn't even check. Or, that's the other thing I had to check. Jeez, I am tripping over my words like crazy. I don't even have to talk fast either. Like, I can just, you know, calmly talk about the things I'm talking about, but my mind goes at a mile a minute. Still nobody here. Slightly disappointing. Right. Souls of Giants. This is what I was talking about earlier. You click on this. It's a little animation of you entering the memory. Cutscene. So I'm going to include all 3 of those. I want to remake my Dark Souls 2 Pursuer video. Just because it was before I had a good mic, for one. And I don't know, I just... not my greatest work, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep the old one though. It's going to make like Dark Souls 2 How to Fight the Pursuer revised. Well, in parentheses, revised. Is that water on fire? How did I never notice that? I mean, obviously it's part of like the broken wood there, but like, come on, have it a bit higher than that. What's up with the purple hand? Some of the giants have it. But I don't think any of the living ones do. Okay. Kind of surprised that the spear hit the barrel before my weapon did. Something about this run has really been confusing me. Like, I'm not saying my great hammer. It's a great hammer, that's what it is. But I keep thinking, or trying to say like the whole name of it and then not remembering Giant Warrior Club. Or like in my mind I'm like, no, that's not right. That's too long of a name to say. That just sounds stupid. Like, I know it's the right name, I don't think there's a use for saying the whole thing. Like, oh, there has to be something better I can say instead of that, and there is. Great hammer. But I am not saying that for whatever reason. What is your problem? Why me? Something about that enemy, like, always locks onto me. Like, maybe prioritize the giants instead of the, at worst, like, looter. I guess I am using one of the giant weapons. But I don't look like a giant, so I don't know why I would think I am. You know what? The more I look at my character, the more I realize I really am dressed a lot like a giant. Like, maybe if I had the, you know, I had a pyromancy flame in one hand and whatever gauntlets. Why can't I remember the name? Oh my, I was right! She invaded me here! I didn't think she was gonna invade me here, but... God, what is your problem, Forlorn? Yeah, I thought she was gonna invade me on the way to the first giant. What was I even talking about before? Before I was talking about Frigid Outskirts. That is not the right resin. Hey, call. Just fighting giant warriors. Giant soul collecting. Though I will take a few extra souls. A few extra souls. Can't talk. That was not a minute. Great. I don't even know if I've ever beaten him in a minute. Probably. Oh, really? Who? And don't name some famous speedrunner or something. I mean, that's kind of obvious. And do they play on PlayStation? Okay, Vendrick up next. No, actually I won't level up yet. I'll go kill Fangrik first. Oh, hey. Just making my way to Vengrick right now. That's not where I thought it was. Okay. Oh, didn't get hit anyway, so not a problem. So... this should be extremely easy. I'm gonna instantly aggro him too. Oh, come on. I swear I just heard an attack sound before he actually attacked. Shouldn't be greedy, but it worked out. Oh, that's a rare follow-up. Okay, that was my mistake. Oh, I didn't swap the ring. Whoops. Yeah, that was kind of a sloppy fight, but could have been worse. Okay, now I'm gonna go level up. And I can use all the giant souls as well for an extra 50k. Okay. Hasn't even been an hour. I started this at Looking Glass night. Just thinking about what I'm doing. I can go buy some Luring Skulls real quick. Never have enough. Except when I do. Which is most of the time. It's probably too many. Probably 20 or 25 would be like absolute maximum that I actually needed. But it was only like 6k souls, not a problem. Oh god, the rat boss. Okay, I'm gonna kill Giant Lord real quick. Just an extra time. And then I'm gonna go fight the rat boss. I'll just do this once. Just want to get my vigor to 50. And then I'm just gonna dump stamina. Or endurance. Endurance, right? Yeah. I might end this stream kind of early. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Probably after the final bosses. Dick. I don't usually get hit in the memories. Or, well, not this one. This one doesn't usually do that attack there, so... Is that a fat roll? It indeed was. How much heavier is that? Oh wow, okay, quite a bit. Where Call went. It's just here. Didn't answer my question either. Okay, rat boss time. I think they're weakest to fire damage. Swap this out. Poison moss. I was on it. Have you ever noticed that? Like when you're in a game, sometimes you can't find, like if you can teleport to different places, you can't find the one you want to teleport because you're already on it. And obviously, like there's just a part of your brain that's like, oh no, okay, well it can't be that one because you're already on it. And you would know, you're smart. You wouldn't make a mistake like that. Okay. Starting off with a different swipe, that's unusual. Okay, I'm gonna want to kill him fast, because I do not want to deal with phase 2. Missed. Uh-oh. And by phase 2, I mean him spitting acid all over me. Honestly, I'm very surprised how well that went. Nah, habanero sauce. What? Oh yeah, repair powder. Okay. And for the final bosses, since that's what's up next, I want gold pine resin. Use this. Actually, I think I'll go talk to Govlon. I think about it, he might be here. Either that or he is in... I don't usually go through the boss arena, so I forgot where the door was. Jeez, why can't I remember the name? Oh yeah, okay, so he's here. Harvest Valley, that's it. I think I remember last stream, I was just, like, struggling to remember the name of, another area that I, of course, can't remember now. Why do I still have these? Napa. Is that the 3-eye guy? I'm not familiar with Dragon Ball, unfortunately. I know Goku and Vegeta and Cell, but that's about it. I mean, I'm sure if you, like, those are the names I know. If you named a few other, then I could probably, like, place it to a face, but... Isn't there Android 16, maybe? I can't remember what number it was. Now, let me search it up real quick. Alright, yeah, I recognize him. I could never get the name, though. Also, I did not know that he was, like, a big bad guy in the series. I thought he was, like, a one... Well, he gave me the vibe of, like, a one-episode sort of joke villain, to be honest. He just doesn't look very super bad guy-ish. Oh, Beerus. That's another one I know. I think that's how the name is. Beerus? Something like that. Isn't he the cat guy? Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if he's actually a villain or not, but there was this one guy. He was introduced later. Like, really, really powerful. Had like a red and black suit, kind of looked like an alien, pure black eyes. I think he had pure black eyes. Can't remember his name. But for some reason, like, it's a huge thing on YouTube for a while. Or at least, like, in my recommended, despite, you know, not watching Dragon Ball. Okay. Should be easy enough. Don't. Oh. Why do you have to be this way? Pain in the ass. Are you finished? Okay, apparently there's supposed to be something with their AI where, like, one attacks, the other doesn't, but clearly that's not working. Ugh. Or maybe it does work, but, like, they didn't give it proper... Oh my god, stop blocking. God, I hate the Watcher so much. Probably, like... The boss that, like, once I see it, brings me the most rage is the Watcher, just because he's a pain in the ass and he has to defeat. Alright, I guess I'll just heal while you're blocking and waste my time. This makes me look like I'm really bad at the game, but this boss is just RNG hell. That was the sound effect of me using a soul. Apparently that kept going through the cutscene. I've been so quick to anger the past 2 weeks for some reason. Been dealing with some stuff, but it's really not, like, you know, enough that it should be affecting me like this. So sorry if, you know, I suddenly get angry out of nowhere. Hello. Welcome to my stream. I think I'm out of the range. Okay, I guess I'm not. I really didn't think I was that close. I shouldn't have healed there. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like losing out on heals later in the fight.
Many monarchs have come and gone. One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame. Still another slumbers in the realm of ice. Not one of them stood here. As you do now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Okay. That's unusual. It's a very, very far range. Really do need to make a character just to practice dodging certain boss attacks. For example, that explosion. Also the, what do they call it? Smelter Demon. Okay. I still have no idea how to. Jeez, excuse me. I have no idea how to fight against that attack, just because it seems completely random, and I don't know how long the hitbox lasts for. All right, I can keep attack. That was a mistake. Okay. Split second off there. I've sworn that the flames stay down longer in phase 2. Okay, then. Guess I'll only get one attack in. Isn't this fun? Just standing here doing nothing. Aldia decides to be a pain. Yep, slightly too early that time. Kinda weird that they let him spawn on top of you. But yeah, that was an abysmal Aldia fight. I can't remember the last time I actually had such a bad fight against him.
I lost everything, but remain here patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. Would you tell me? Light, dark?
No, I'm sure it's not you.
Or something else entirely?
Just picking the throne ending, even though I can pick the other one, because I like taking a picture of my character on the throne.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this. Great Sovereign, take your throne.
Oh, nice, an upskirt.
What lies ahead, only you can see.
Okay, I'll skip it there. I already got the picture. So I'm not going to be talking for the next 7 minutes or so, probably, just because it's 7 minutes of unskippable credits. So feel free to leave, I guess. I'm probably going to keep playing after this, but there's not really anything I can do right now, so can't entertain you. Forgot about that. I got one of the rings. I'm gonna have to check Aldia's stats after this, just so I can see how much strike defense he has, because I was not dealing nearly as much damage as I thought it would be. Okay. 4 stamina. And now, back to the castle. I get confused oh, jeez. I get confused about, or, I can rephrase that to be better. I mix up Dranleigh Castle and Lost Bastille way more often than I should, despite them being completely different in completely different parts of the travel map, or I guess select screen is a better word. I don't know. This just always reminds me of Dranleigh Castle. They have like a similar skybox, I guess, maybe. I don't know. And you know, it's like a big tower, so. Honestly, not a good excuse. I wonder if I have enough stamina to do this now. I do. I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna have the opportunity to use that, but I have the stamina to use it. Because that's like a guaranteed move to get hit on. Or to get hit upon using, I guess would be a better word. Better word of saying it. Better way of saying it. That was closer than I preferred. That's rare. I don't know if I've ever seen a pursuer... Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen a pursuer do this stab attack twice in a row. Because that's already like a pretty rare move. Doing it twice. Oh yeah, that's like one of the reasons why I don't want to remake the pursuer tutorial video I made. Because there's some attacks that are just absurdly rare and difficult to get the boss to do. Okay, now I get to kill the important pursuer. One that will give me my ring. Oh, shit. Sorry, I was very surprised that it survived that attack. Like, yeah, it's New Game Plus, but come on. This is like a maxed out damage Great Club. And the most, like, the highest physical damage of any weapon, with an exception that's tied with this. I don't have the full ring yet, but still, it's pretty close. Like, I don't have the maxed out effect of the Ring of Blades to have it at the total damage that I can reach. And obviously, you know, there's other bonuses that you can use, like, really? Like, not Sunlight Blade, Sacred Oath. dog's barking again. Which throne do you think is which? Wow, that sounds like a nightmare. And fat roll, yep. Sorry if you can hear the dog barking in the background. One of my neighbors. How many souls do I need to level up? Okay. But yeah, this is basically maxed out damage for this weapon. Because I have maxed out strength. The King's Greatsword, I believe it's called, is the only weapon that can tie it in damage. Though this one's still better. It's kind of hard to tell on PlayStation, but is your... Oh my god, I almost just wasted the level. Okay. Is your, like, profile picture Kirby? Ah, I saw it. Okay. Or, I got it, I mean. Yeah, sorry, it's just... I need a new prescription for my glasses, but... don't currently have the coverage for it. I mean, I could just spend the money, but I am very much... What is the term? A penny pincher, that's it. And plus, like, I can see well enough. It'll still take, like, probably another year before it becomes a legitimate issue. I mean, I'm sure I'll have the right insurance for it by that point. Really? I can't believe Havel just rolled away from me. I didn't even know Havel could roll. It's cool that I one-shot him. You know, I'm starting to think maybe I should have saved this chasm for last. Just because it's pretty easy when you have a great hand. I didn't need to heal there, but whatever. Of course, I have issues with, you know, the easiest enemy in the area. Okay. One in Black Gulch next. The wrong way. There we go. And then Forest of Fallen Giants. Fine. God, I cannot talk today. And I'll say Forest of Fallen Giant. It's not even Forest of Fallen Giants. That's the wrong area. uh, Shaded Woods. Save Shaded Woods for last.
Yeah, you have. It is we. The mouth to the.
Oh yeah, I have... Actually, how long do I have in this game? 2.9 thousand hours, I think? But yeah, I like going into, like, new players streaming the game and explaining, you know, little mechanics and secrets and stuff. If they want it, of course. Like, I don't spoil stuff. Unless they ask me to. You know, just giving tips for bosses, you know, like how you can strafe Pursuer. So at this point I have 10 bosses left. Dark Lurker and all the DLC bosses. Oh wow, New Game Plus 6. Sweet. I think it scales up to New Game Plus 7 in this game. Because New Game Plus 6 was the limited in Dark Souls 1. Well, not limit, I just mean it stopped scaling at that point. Just the enemies getting, or the NPC enemies getting up faster, so I kept attacking there, thinking I'd be able to immediately flatten him again. I have a character that's at New Game Plus 9, which is Cycle 10. Because, just for the nil curved greatsword, because it scales to New Game Plus 9. Like, he gets more and more damage. I think in total it's 200 more AR. I never used it. I just wanted to have a character that had the effect. Or had the, you know, nil greatsword with the full effect. Okay, Shaded Woods. Oh, and what you said earlier about people not liking the game, it's a shame. Like, I would say of all the Souls games, it's probably like the least beginner-friendly one, just because it has a lot of... How do I describe it? I mean, there's obviously the adaptability system, or agility, technically. And, you know, like how it's very precise, like, you have to be very careful with your stamina. Attacks use a lot of stamina, it doesn't regenerate super quickly.
Yeah.
And it's also, you know, it's a very big game, so, like, compared to basically everything but Elden Ring. So, it can be overwhelming, and you can also get kind of burnt out on it if it's, your first playthrough and you're doing everything. I just love the game because of the choice, like the choices you have. Like I think there's, is it 10? I think you have 10 starting potential like first bosses, including Dark Lurker and the DLC boss. Okay, Archer next. I don't think the Thief figured. Okay, quit that. She shot at me when I was behind a wall. Okay, I'm not just gonna stand here. I don't think I've ever had to actually fight her in melee properly like that. Didn't realize how strong she is. I think it's a woman. Yeah, it's a woman. Okay, and now... Yeah. I saw this funny thing. It was on a Dark Souls 2 Discord server, and like it was like screenshots from Reddit. It was this guy talking about how he could never get into Dark Souls 2. And then he downloaded a mod that got rid of the agility system and just had it like at a flat bonus. Like the same as the other games. And he really enjoyed the game. Only to, like, right at the end, realize that he failed to install it properly. So he was just enjoying base game Dark Souls 2. And it kind of shows, like, you know, if you go into a game thinking it's bad, then you're not going to enjoy it. Okay. Dark Lurker. Oh, how I dread you. Not a fun boss with slow weapons. Okay. Of course you're starting with this. Where did... There's an iframe that attack as well. That's another one I need to practice. Why are you splitting? Okay. I guess. That was an extremely easy Dark Lurker fight. Tried to split right at the end there. I think what happened was, like, you may have noticed that he kind of, like, moved over to me instead of splitting. I think he was, like, his AI got super aggressive for a second. Like, it was trying to close the gap to get closer to my character to do melee. Like, I mean, a bunch of enemies have that. I think it's mainly to make fights more interesting and, you know, kind of change up the AI a bit. But he did that right before he was supposed to split, or like it was queued up before he was supposed to split, so he just didn't split and attacked first. Didn't he attack again after that? I can't remember. Yeah, that's one of the strangest Dark Lurker fights I've had. 9 bosses left. Gonna start with the worst DLC. Oh yeah, I was actually talking about the Ilium Lois DLC, well, Crown of the Ivory King, I guess is the proper name. And just like how it has a lot of issues, in my opinion. And one of them's ganks. A lot of ganks in the DLC. And ganks aren't really a problem when they're, you know, weak enemies that can be poise broken or whatever. Or, you know, as long as they don't use shields or whatever it might be. Because, for example, fighting like 5 Falconers at the same time is really difficult because they can block and immediately follow up with attacks. But if the Falconers didn't have shields, they'd be very easy. So shields and poise are kind of the big thing with ganks. That's why the church, where the not Belfry Gargoyles, that's in this game, the Bell Gargoyles are. In Dark Souls 1, that's why the church works. If you exclude the, I can't even remember the name of the enemy. The guy with the pitchfork that buffs all the enemies. I'm fat rolling. Oh, right. This is very sloppy. I can do better than this. But yeah, so they group up enemies in this DLC and have like a high poise enemy with a shield, and they'll put like 2 of them in a sorcerer in a room, which is so dumb. And I don't get why them having the ice on their back gives them such absurdly high poise. Technically, now I think about it, it would make them easier to poise break because they'd be unstable because they weigh too much. Because they're also wearing armor. Rude. So yeah, that is a lot of weight. As a Canadian, I know how much ice weighs. In fact, I don't know if I could even stand up with that amount of weight on my back. I mean, like, I have no problem with people liking the DLC, I don't like when they try and use it as an example of, like, incredible design. Really? Okay. What are you doing? And, like, a lot of the enemies have too much tracking, or they have, like, big swiping attacks. Is the contact damage hedgehogs, or porcupines, whatever you want to call them. And it's kind of crazy just because, like, the area is difficult already, and then it gets even more difficult once the ice breaks. And I don't mean because, like, you go to other parts of the area, like, those parts stay the same. I just mean, like, you get less cover. I think even in some parts, an enemy or two is added. I think. I don't know, I never linger here. And then, you know, there's the worst area in the Soulsborne series, which is Frigid Outskirts. But, oh yeah, the lore. The lore is so good. It's so cool. Pun not intended. But appreciated. I'll forever hate that enemy, because one time he, like, completely broke his aggro limit and followed me all the way, like, through the fog door to the bonfire and backstabbed me. Because, yeah, he's supposed to stop somewhere around where those items are. Oh, no, wait. Okay, now I remember. No, it doesn't add enemies. It makes the priestesses aggroed. Because normally they just sit down. With the exception of the ones inside, like that one. And those two. But yeah, like this room. This is a mess. It's not fun to fight through. But at least it has two good bosses. That attack is... What are you doing up here? Oh my god, okay. So, I have a special hatred for these guys. Specifically the ones with the shield and spear and the ice on their back. Because the running attack they do is, like, instant, as you saw, or almost instant. And they can start it right in front of you. It's just... ugh. Oh, by the way, you can backstab this guy if you get the angle right. I only learned that very recently. I think I'm gonna go rest. Well, yeah, no, I'll fight Abba. Change this to charcoal. Because she's weak to fire.
This dead city has nothing to offer. Go back. Do not seek guilt.
Abba is also a good boss, especially for like a beast boss. Because that's why there's so many guys in armor in like this series. Because they're very good to design, or very easy to design fair fights around. Well designed. Same with dragons, for that matter. My favorite DLC is Crown of the Old Iron King with Sir Alon. Excuse me. The Ancient Valkyrie Demon and Few Knights. I didn't even see that. Not that it matters, because I don't think I can dodge it. Okay. Cool. Oh. I'm cool. Again, though, kind of sucks with a lot of the bosses, especially the DLC bosses suck with slow weapons. Just give me a sec. Just checking something real quick. But yeah, as I was saying, the Burnt Ivory King is a great boss. The fight leading up to him, kind of annoying. Kind of depends on the RNG of the knights. Honestly, my main problem is how slow the good Lois Knights are to freeze the portals.
There is no... Though I am... Come and play.
What's your favorite boss? Mine is Sirlon, definitely. My second favorite is Fume Knight. It's hard to judge the Burnt Ivory King on his own, because it's just difficult for me, like, in my mind, to separate the gank part of the fight from his actual, like, boss fight. Speaking of tracking on enemies... Okay, jeez. I have never had that happen. I mean, I've gotten hit a few times in that corridor, but, like, never had them all perfectly align their attacks like that. I really need to start, like, practicing, or, like, when I play the game, just going through areas and being more careful, trying not to get hit, because I do want to beat this game hitless at some point. Because it's something I 100% have the skill to do. I just don't have the patience. So I'm gonna summon Velstadt here just because... Or not, jeez, Velstadt. Vengaro. Just because, like, I can get through this area. I'm gonna unsummon him for the boss, but, like, it's not worth the effort going through this area without a summon. Because the enemies are hyper-aggressive. It's just not fun. I mean, the area's not fun in any way whatsoever. But it's extra not fun without a summon. But no, I'm just summoning him to get through here. Like, I can do it solo, and still, like, get to the end with a reasonable amount of Estus. It just involves a lot of running around buildings, kiting enemies, and not fun. Because, like, twice, without summons, I have gotten to, Lunzallen without, or, on a soul level 1 playthrough, using a broken straight sword. Like, I can do it. It's not that big of a problem. Oh, no bonfire run? I did that once. Never again, though. Wasn't fun. It's like one of the things I hate about Dark Souls 1 is that you're not able to teleport around in the beginning. So there's a lot of just running between areas. Over and over, depending on your build. But I've done all bosses deathless 7 times so far, and if this run continues, okay, going well, then it will be number 8. Could you not? See, this is why I hate this area. It's just, ugh. Obviously, also the whole not seeing anything, I don't like that part either. But it's just like they tried to make the enemies as annoying as possible. Like they didn't even think through the area. And I get, like, each DLC has one of these sections that's supposed to be meant for, like, co-op, but not everybody's gonna play co-op. And they had to have known that. Okay. Yeah, give the reindeer a giant AoE attack. That makes sense. Think of, like, all the problems in this area. It's not the lack of sight. It's not the running from building to building, waiting out the fog, or, blizzard. That's, like, the greatest issue. It's specifically this, like, room, or this building over here. That's the greatest problem. Also, not including the boss, obviously. It's just... It's designed so poorly. Fighting one of the reindeer and one of the rampart golems at the same time, which is the name of these enemies, is like insanely difficult. And obviously you're gonna have to kill the rampart golem first. But they decided to give the rampart golems Estus. And seemingly infinite Estus at that. Because I know one time when I was fighting them, I think it ended up healing 8 times. Come on, Vengaro, come inside, please. Okay, then. And that's another thing, like, they're able to chain their attacks together really quickly, despite them not being an enemy that should be able to do that. But that's enough complaining. We're almost at the boss. And from this point, it's mostly just good stuff anyway. With the exception of the NPC trio boss. But otherwise, yeah, good stuff. Just waiting for another cycle of the blizzard, because I don't want to get followed by one of the reindeer. Here's a fun fact about Ludenzollen. The more players you have, the sooner Zollen will jump down. Like, the less low, or... why don't I just say higher? The higher Lud's HP will be once Zollen jumps down. Well, that's nice of you. Yeah, I try and help my friends with stuff like this as well. And just random people if they're on PlayStation. Oh god, I hope I don't die here. Oh, that's the explosion. Come on. Okay. Boss isn't a problem at this point. Oh, they were really all over the place this time. I mean, like, bosses in general not buffing when they're supposed to, and stuff like that. But that was kind of the only legitimately dangerous boss left. Well, no, I guess the NPC trio and the Alana can still be somewhat dangerous, but I'll probably be fine. That's kind of how it goes with gank bosses, though. Because, you know, when the stars align, everything just go wrong. I want to see what their armor set is, like, without the ice, because you can see on their face that there's, like, metal. Wonder what it would look like. It'd be cool if they, like, made a remake of the game. You could get the unfrozen version. Also, it'd be cool if you can get the full sets of these guys, so you can actually, you know, mix the armor sets together. Because otherwise, it's not really good for fashion. Unless you just wear the whole entire set. thank you. Just making my way to one of the Loist Knights right now. Oh, right, I can't swap that out. Swap that out then. Oh, let's see if she's gonna be pesky this time. Oh, that's for dead. Yeah, you can see the metal shining through on a few other parts of the armor as well. I'm only gonna get 2 of the Loist Knights because I only need 2 of them to freeze all the portals, and I prefer the 1v1 for the Burnt Ivory King. And there we go. Now I can go just up here and fight the Burnt Ivory King. Could level my stamina a bit more, but I'll do that after. Probably gonna want to switch this out. Okay. This is a bit strange. It's like he switched his targeting halfway through. Oh right, I don't want to kill them really fast. Totally forgot. I want the knights to freeze all the gates so one of the another knight doesn't spawn during the fight. They really need to be able to dodge. that like a necessary feature of the game? How about the fact that they hyper-focus? They hyper-focus on the player. That didn't need. Okay. That is enough of that. Oh my god, why are they being so aggressive? The AI has been a mess this stream. Okay. Like that. That's another good example. Where was he running to? He like curved in the middle of his run instead of running towards me, and obviously I thought he was gonna do it. He was gonna go straight, so my attack didn't end up hitting him. Fucking pain. Throwing fireballs at me too. I mean, I know it's your job and all, but it's very inconvenient for me. As is your tracking. No, I'm really trying not to complain, but it's very easy to do when you're using a great hammer against these enemies. It did feel kind of off though, like, yeah, honestly, it almost felt like there was an additional wave of enemies that time. I mean, I doubt there were. Never heard of that glitch before, but it really felt like that. There were a lot of them. Okay. This'll probably go well. Fastest bosses. Using the slowest weapon in the game. Okay. So if you couldn't tell by the fact that I dodged after the attack, I put the input in, he hit me, and then I rolled even though my attack animation was over. For some reason. I could have sworn. I guess maybe it's... No, you know what? I think it might just be that attack. Because of how, like, absurdly quick it is. I think that's, like, the one attack I have a problem with this boss. Everything else is pretty much fine. So weird, like, you know, with normal speed weapons, he's a great boss, but with very slow weapons, not so much. Just, as I said before, kind of the case with a lot of DLC bosses. Gonna do the trio first. Should be done the game in, say, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Somewhere around there. Funnily enough, at this point, I think the greatest risk, like, of a death would be the skip in Broom Tower, where you can, like, jump down onto one of the statues instead of going through the outer part of the tower. Well, is it outer? I'm pretty sure it, like, extends off the tower. It's, like, it's inside the building, but it's, like, its own section that comes like out the side of the tower. It does have like open parts to the outside, so is it outside or is it inside? It's both. Yeah. Kind of weird that they only put like one, or that's the only place they put the enemies with fire weapons. Oh, fun fact, Baldur and that one invader right after the Belfry Gargoyles have unique wing spears. Because they use different animations than the wing spears that you're able to get in the game. And if they drop their spears, they're still the same as the ones like normal enemies would drop. So you can't actually get their spears. No idea why they have them. Like why it's a different animation. What the hell? Remember when I said that thing about, you know, when everything lines up, like the stars align and you get completely screwed over by something? That was one of those. The enemy behind the worm attacked, despite not being able to reach me. My attack then killed the worm, and didn't stun the enemy in front of me because he still had the poise as if he had his shield up. And since my attack killed the worm, the enemy that tried to attack me, despite being blocked by the worm, went straight through it and got the full attack off. Don't start. Okay, maybe it's just the enemies, and maybe it wasn't like a weird poise issue, because that guy was also able to poise through my attack. Yeah, what the? is strange. Why? That is... That doesn't seem right. They shouldn't be able to poise through that. A great hammer attack. Even if it is just an R1. So I guess it wasn't remaining poised from the shield. Because yeah, I guess he would have taken less damage as well. Because the game would still count it as him having the shield up. What a stupid way to die. Don't start. Okay. Or don't keep blocking, that's cool as well. You dodge nothing. What are you doing? It's being weird. Well, at least they're all soaked, so they take more damage. Okay, yeah, they are being very strange. Hyper aggressive. God. Don't you dare backstab me. Okay. Holy shit. What is this? Okay, that was, I'm gonna admit, kind of bullshit. My attack should not have landed. I didn't swap out the ring. Doesn't matter. Kind of annoying though. The first half of this playthrough was very normal, to be honest. But, second half has become a mess. It's the only word I can think of. That is so weird. Never seen them be that aggressive, and like all the weird AI stuff with some of the bosses as well. That was pretty stupid of me not to have the ring on. I don't think it really made a big impact on the boss fight. But yeah, the grave robber there was fighting like an actual NPC. Or like an actual player and not an NPC. That's what I meant. The great hammer looks like it's made of rock candy. Yeah, and plus there was weird AI stuff with the... What are they called? Hard voice knights. That was not the right attack to do alone. Alright, 4 bosses left, all good ones. Why do I get the most distinct feeling that Sin is gonna fly around a lot? Kinda seems like what the game would do at this point. Screw me over a little bit more. Cannot see. Don't know what he was doing there, besides spinning. Well, at least that one went well. Dog is still barking. Oh, it's barking again. I don't get that. Why just leave your dog out? Like, what could you possibly be doing that you can't have your dog with you, like in your own house? you not? Asshole. Just remembered I need to take a picture of my character for a thumbnail. That's not really a good spot. How about here? And pain. Or not. There we go. Don't know why it didn't work the first time. Really? Come on, come on, come on. Okay. I just don't want that guy following me. Really? How'd you even get down here? Did you fall? They can't teleport down, right? I think she was already missing a bit of health. So it must have fallen. So why do enemies in this game all have the cat ring equipped? At least it seems that way, because they don't take as much fall damage as you. It's like they get to deal with, they get to deal with Dark Souls, or Elden Ring's fall damage this time. Well, I have to deal with Dark Souls 2. Just gonna take a video clip of that one. Just a moment. Any day now. Nope, not dealing with that. I've been screwed over by RNG in this area before. Not happening again. I should stop using that attack. Also, it's not supposed to be like a grab. You ever get the feeling a game just hates you? I'm kind of getting that feeling right now. Yeah, I'm not risking this. There we go. Okay. So according to my arbitrary rules, I can swap that stuff out as long as I'm not actively in combat. And I'm only using it for fall. For a fall. Bless you, cat. Okay. What am I doing? I wonder what the deal is with the giant old knights in this area. Because, like, they never appear in the game, just normal sized old knights. To be fair, I would not want to fight one of those. It'd take forever. They're already bulky enough. Kind of shocked I never actually used the green blossoms in this area. Just considering it's this area, and there's a lot of running involved. Weird thing to do considering I was already slowed. Slow me again. By the way, you can kind of trick these guys by taking out a catalyst, and they'll try to use this spell that prevents spells. Was somewhat scary. Okay, wow, I really screwed up the timing on that one. Explosion. You can totally iframe that, right? It's not gonna do you much good. Oh, that reminds me, there's another idea I have for a video I want to make. All bosses hitless. Not like, just like, you know, every boss fight hitless, not actually doing a full hitless playthrough. And really need to review how speedrunners beat these guys. Because according to speedrunning rules, those, like the small ticks of damage you get just from being near him, those count. Those are hits. I guess. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Sorry if that was loud. Okay, Fuminite. It'd be cool if the image that they use changes depending if it was like, if you put the scepter in or not. I mean, like the image on the fast travel screen. Okay, and time to completely mess up the jump. Oh yeah, I guess I have to have my weapon equipped so I can attack to plunge. Because of arbitrary rules. I only have myself to blame. Okay. Oof. Thought I went slightly too far there. No, I can keep that one on. Why does that take so much stamina? I really just can't stop being negative. Kinda sucks. The good news is, the next stream is going to be Ghost of Tsushima. So I can't be negative about Dark Souls 2. I could be negative about Ghost of Tsushima instead. I quite like that game. There are, you know, some things that I have problems with, like the hitboxes, but, well, what is it they use? It's technically not hitboxes, hit detection or something? I don't really understand what the big difference is, but... Oh, those DLC brutes are a nightmare to fight. So... Honestly, just kind of the brutes in general, besides the ones with the sword and shield, are a nightmare to fight. Oh crap. Really? That was delayed as shit. And that was just bullshit. It is funny, that's like a big concern for me with these enemies, is them like comboing from the lava shooting out of their shoulders. But it's never an issue. Except that one single time. I wonder why. Like, I mean, why it's never an issue, but obviously, as I said, besides that one single time. I feel like that should happen all the time. Okay, get my buffs on. And then best boss number 2. Holy crap, his health. Oh my god, that was less than a minute. I'm trying to remember, do I need to collect this? Well, good as time as any to test out that mechanic. I can't remember if you need to collect that or just kill Fume Knight to enter the memory. And I also get to see... But that thing I was talking about earlier, that if this memory has a cutscene like the other ones. I also need to test the crystal memory and the king's memory. But I'll do that during the video. By crystal memory, I mean the ancient dragon. Oh, that's not even level up. Yeah, but if you don't kill, well, I guess that's kind of the test. What is the cause? But you, despite being able to reach where the entrance to the memory is before defeating so bad with names, Fume Knight. Jeez. You won't be able to like enter it. It won't be glowing if you don't defeat him first or get the crown, whichever one it is. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I didn't know they could do that. NPCs aren't supposed to, or NPC invaders, well, okay, invaders in general, aren't supposed to be huge. So, oh my god, I cannot talk. NPCs, no, it's not NPCs, jeez. Invaders are not supposed to be able to heal, but for some reason NPC invaders are able to heal despite not supposed to be being able to. Can't speak at all, jeez. Okay, so yeah, I can't enter it. Wow, that is like the worst speech thing I've had in a while. Usually I just forget words or mispronounce something. Or mix up my words slightly, but whew, that was a mess. So, two interesting things to note about the memory. Exiting that room, and I think some part of this hall, somewhere around in this hallway, that message pops up. But before that, in that room, the timer won't decrease. Same goes for the boss fight. So you can spend as much time in either one that you want. Well, I guess it kind of depends if Sir Alon is still alive. He's not exactly gonna let you live. Supposed to aggro this guy. Wonder if I can poise break him. I can. Honestly, the lizards should have stayed as turrets in the DLC. They shouldn't have been in the main game as enemies that can actually fight you. Ugh. Nightmare. Not the side I expected that to come from. Hey, I got through the memory hit list. Did take a bit of damage from the fall, but otherwise, it was good. And this is it. This is the last boss for the whole playthrough. Okay. I'm beating him hitless. That's not a terrible time, considering all the prep I had to do at the start. Okay. So it's not required to dodge twice on that attack that I dodged twice for, but there's like an identical attack that has a different follow-up that does require a second dodge. And if you don't like do it really quickly, then you can get screwed over. It'll hit you. That one. Ooh. Come on. There we go. That is Sir Lon. Shame I didn't do it first try, because now there's all the ugly stuff on the floor of the boss room. But here are my stats. Oh yeah, I have so much practice fighting him hitless. But yeah, I guess that's kind of just the end of the playthrough. One death. To crazy, crazy RNG. So, subscribe if you want. It's up to you. I'm not gonna pressure you or anything. I also have a Discord server if you want to join that. I'll add it to the description of this video. But you can just like look at any of my like recent videos or streams, and it'll have a link to the Discord in the description. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thinking there's not really anything else to do. Oh. Yeah, there's no bosses I missed. There's not even any bosses in this area, so no point going there. At least not for this character. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around. I don't have a oh yeah, also my Discord server, like, not very active, but I will post just like some small channel updates. Oh, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, so the Discord server, it's mainly just like notifications for when I stream. But there's also, you know, like updates for when I post videos, or, you know, progress on videos, stuff like that. Ideas for videos. I think that's about it, but yes, I very much appreciate you sticking around. I don't have a consistent streaming schedule, so I'm not going to be, you know, like live every 5 days at this exact time or whatever, or once a week, 3 times a week, 5 times a week, yada yada, you get the idea. I don't actually usually stream at this time. I usually stream in about 8 to 10 hours, I would say. That's when I would usually start a stream. But I'm awake now, and I want to play Dark Souls 2. But yeah, so that's the end of the stream. See ya.